Hi, I'm Alyssa and this is my Momavation video application. First of all, let me tell you why I'm even sitting in front of you. I actually hadn't even heard of this weight loss social media contest until very recently when a colleague of mine had shared your information with me through Twitter. And I have to admit, I reviewed the process with a little hesitation because as being a PR professional, I'm not used to being in the limelight like that. I'm usually behind the scenes. And so it did take a little convincing, but now I'm on board and I'm fully engaged and I'm very excited because I think Momavation is going to be an excellent fit and a much needed fit in my life. Let me just tell you a little bit about the last year in the life of Alyssa. It all started last September when I found out that I was pregnant with my third child, which ended up being a very high-risk pregnancy because a few years ago I was diagnosed with a fairly rare brain condition called Chiari malformation. I knew that if I ever got pregnant again in the future, I would have to deliver that child without an epidural. So that was a little bit unnerving going into a pregnancy, knowing that at the end it's going to be a lot of hard work. And it ended up being a very crazy pregnancy with about 6 hospitalizations. Everything turned out fine at the end. Couple that with a demanding career in public relations, working hectic work weeks and traveling and the demands of an agency setting. Being married to someone that works in law enforcement. I'm an active volunteer. I give my life to charity, and so I spend, on average, many hours a week participating and volunteering for 13 different organizations that need my support. Plus, I have 2 other children at home, ages 5 and 4, that have the demands of being a working full-time mom. And we also decided to renovate and add on to our home in the middle of that. And as if that wasn't enough, we decided to open our own business. So it was just one thing after another. And my son was literally almost born in the car without any pain medication. So it all worked out fine. We went home. Life was good for about 2 months. And then it was May of 2009, and it was determined that my brain condition had worsened to a point that I needed to have surgery. And so 2 weeks before surgery, I fell and fractured my foot in a freak porch swing accident. I'd love to give you the details about that later. And I hobbled into the operating room and had Chiari malformation decompression surgery in July of 2009. And I spent much of August recovering and getting the children ready for school and taking care of a newborn baby with this crazy new haircut, and returned to work a few weeks ago and turned 30 years old all at the same time. And so when Katie came to me and said, "Hey, I think Momavation is for you," I said, "You know what? It's time. It's time for me. Finally, it's time for me to get this last 25 pounds off from this baby. It's time for me to focus on my positive health and well-being," and that's where you come in. So what am I going to do to be an inspiring Momavation mom across the internet? I'm going to use all of the training that I have as a PR and social media professional. I'm going to pull out all the stops, and I'm going to use all of my resources and all of my friends and their resources to promote my story of challenge and sacrifice and triumph, and to promote my journey through the Momavation campaign. And I'm going to make this work, and it is going to work for me to change my life, and hopefully I will bring along others with me and inspire them as well. So I invite you to look at my blog post, and I will provide that link to you. It's AlyssaBecthold.blogspot.com, and check out my blog story, and there'll be other posts on there that kind of chronicle my journey. And I look forward to being along this ride with you. Thank you for watching.